Surely we all know by now that cops lie, and they admit that they lie.
Do police officers lie?
Objection, the form of question,
Yes.
argumentative.
Are you actually taught in the police academy that sometimes telling a lie to a suspect can elicit information you would not otherwise get?
To my recollection, yes.
Just as politician and liar are synonymous, cop and liar are just as synonymous. And I know most Americans won't see this video right here as any big deal. They'll see it as a group of bikers splitting traffic, doing dangerous thing, and jeopardizing public safety. Many of those Americans will automatically be against the bikers and for the cops.
Damn, bro. 5th time, 1 month.
That's 8-4 fuck.
Because it is.
Gonna be a tough tag.
They say they pulled us over because we was passing between cars. But the thing is, you're allowed to pass a car if it's not a double solid line or a solid line. So whatever the hell this is, bro, we should just be getting a warning and leaving.
Papa 362016.
Because this officer right here, he didn't see anything. They basically saying he say, she say, another officer pulled us over or seen us passing around cars and stuff. So that's what we dealing with now. There go the other officer. I guess he the one who supposedly seen us passing by cars.
What's going on, fellas?
Hey, how you doing?
Trying to beat the heat. So, was it county that stopped you last night or state? Oh,
Sheriff and TPD.
oh, sheriff and TPD?
Yeah, twice last night.
You want to know? Yeah. Oh, TPD didn't stop me down here.
Nah.
We just keep getting stopped. Last night we got stopped by the sheriff. Okay. Then we got stopped by TPD. Twice. Then we sent in the parking lot too. Okay. They came and harassed us again.
Okay, that's all I tell her. Okay, well, what's I'm just getting the story here. I'm trying to figure out what you're telling me. I'm trying to understand what you're telling me. That's all I'm doing. Here's the situation. Straight up. We got a call saying that there are motorcycles passing vehicles on the left and right. Okay? Follow me? They were southbound. There's 3 of them. All black male drivers. 2 black. That's literally what the call was.
I'm mixed.
Okay. Well, I can't tell that from just looking at it.
you black.
I'm being honest with you.
I'm black.
So,
I can say it.
yeah, you can say it, I can.
You black,
But
bro.
okay, so that's the call. Okay. Call me. Have a deputy up in San Marcos. He says he saw y'all matching that description, passing vehicles on both sides. Now, you're telling me if there's no double yellow line, you can pass. You can't pass unless we're the dotted line. You cannot be passing vehicles in the same lane.
That's what I'm saying. We was passing within our limit, within the law. We didn't.
All this shit wet right now.
Yeah. We was passing within the law.
I mean, I know there's stuff, but
No, we people who was behind them. Listen, when you came out, when you seen us, before you seen us, were we doing anything crazy? I saw you, see me, see you.
However, I'm going to tell you this. In the state of Florida, there's something called the fellow officer rule. The fellow officer rule. Go ahead and Google it on your phone. The fellow officer rule. You can Google it right now, it'll tell you. If another law enforcement officer sees you doing an act that is illegal, a different officer can stop you based on that officer's statement. It's called the fellow officer rule. You can go ahead and Google it right now on your phone if you want to. Go ahead if you want to. You'll believe me. That's what it is. And so that is why I stopped you, is because of that rule.
Unfortunately, this cop is right. There's something in our existence, in our reality, called the fellow officer rule. And just a real quick reminder before we get into it, cops lie and admit to lying.
Do police officers lie?
Objection, the form of question,
Yes.
argumentative.
The fellow officer rule permits an officer to rely upon information supplied by fellow officers when making an arrest. This doctrine is not statutory in origin. Rather, it finds its roots in the United States Supreme Court decision of Whiteley versus Warren from 1971. In that case, the Supreme Court held that, quote, police officers called upon to aid other officers in executing arrest warrants are entitled to assume that the officers requesting aid offered the magistrate the information requisite to support an independent judicial assessment of probable cause. In other words, the officer not in the know doesn't need any proof. He simply just has to take the lead officer's word for it. The Florida Supreme Court considered the fellow officer rule in Johnson versus State in 1995. The court more broadly recognized the rule as one by which, quote, information shared by officers investigating a crime is imputed to any of their number, even those from different agencies working together. The problem here is that this adds fuel to the tyrannical fires of the lemming mentality. No officer who arrives on the scene has to ask any questions or do any kind of investigating. All they have to do is believe their thin blue line brother and everything's good. So lemmings like this don't have to do any critical thinking. You're guilty and they're right, and they take their fellow thin blue line member's word as the gospel truth. The court further recognized that the fellow officer doctrine was sweeping in its application, but subject to any limitations imposed by the federal Fourth Amendment analysis, which is a huge joke because the real Fourth Amendment gives members of the public all the power and government officials no power. This fellow officer rule is also sometimes called the collective knowledge doctrine. Under this doctrine, probable cause is determined by the collective knowledge of all officers, even if no individual officer is possessed with sufficient information alone to constitute probable cause. It permits arresting officers like this guy to rely on the knowledge of other officers, even if those officers are not within the same agency or jurisdiction. Don't you wish lying cops upheld the Bill of Rights with the same fervency as they do the
fellow officer rule?
He should have been more specific on whether it was a solid line or not, because we didn't do anything illegal. You could say we passed, yeah, we did, but it was within the law. So we didn't pass. All that you talking about, I don't know what you talking about.
If the officer seen us doing something illegal, he would have came out and got us. We weren't going.
And he probably got it on camera.
That's why he couldn't do it.
He just arrested somebody.
Yeah, he was arresting someone else.
Somebody was in the back seat.
Yeah, so he can't do the job. But that's what I'm telling you. Now, on a bright note, here, I'm not a ticket writer. Okay?
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
I don't like writing tickets.
Me either.
Okay, I'll be honest with you. You can ask William, how many tickets I've written? Maybe 5, 6, if that.
Not many.
But then, unless I'm arresting you, which I'm not going to, because y'all have done nothing to really, I'm gonna be honest, appeal to me, because I'm police. Y'all pulled over. I told y'all to turn your bikes off, you went to the side. Y'all did that. Y'all turned them off for me. Yes, you're aggravated. I understand that. However, you still follow all the instructions I gave you. Right? It's really hard to do multiple vehicle stops.
Yeah.
That y'all have been completely compliant with that.
What this guy's really saying is because you were compliant little boys and you gave up your Fourth Amendment right to be secure in your person and consented to giving me your IDs so I could run you through our database, I'm going to be a nice guy this time and not economically terrorize you by writing an expensive ticket and impounding your bikes. It'd be like the rapist saying, because you didn't put up a fight this time when I tied your hands together, I won't do anything to you today, but tomorrow is a different story. I don't even see how you could get more pompous and arrogant. Now the initial cop who said he saw these guys driving recklessly pulls up. Listen to the garbage that spews out of his mouth.
Even with somebody in the back.
Yeah, he's drunk. He's talking shit.
What happened?
I was talking to them. He got to you out.
No, what happened with you getting us in trouble like that?
I didn't get y'all in trouble. You got yourself.
No.
Right there, that Mexican restaurant. Y'all passed them cars on the right and left hand side.
I don't know. I seen about
They're
the
letting y'all
line.
go with a warning. I'm just letting you know I saw it, okay?
Okay.
So that is considered reckless and arrestable offense.
Yeah.
And then you got people like this jackass right here that's drunk driving.
Drunk.
If he'd swerve and hit one of y'all,
You don't have much protecting you, brother.
That is true.
I mean, I've worked some serious damn motorcycle accidents. Been doing this 12 years. I don't want y'all to be one of them.
Yeah.
Wait till you have a safe pace to pass. Because if y'all passing like that little Buick y'all passed, if they'd have snatched, I want to say it was this one, would have been smashed. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to preach it to you. Y'all know how to drive your motorcycles.
I'm going to preach to you, man. If you would have hit the pavement, oh my God.
Oh, God.
So this cop claims on the one hand that the way these bikers were navigating on the road is considered a reckless and arrestable offense. On the other hand, he claims to care about the bikers' safety. And we all know that in order to keep people safe, we gotta find them into oblivion and steal their property.
That'll teach 'em.
Now here comes Mr. Self-Congratulatory Savior and writer of warnings again to let these guys know that he's a good cop and the other guy, well, he was a bad cop and you're lucky you ran into me. But he's quick to tell him if one of my fellow officers narcs on you again, well, we're going to impound your property and give you a hefty fine and maybe even throw you into a cell for the night.
I know it sucks, I know it's hot, but don't be doing that. Because frankly, I don't want this case to happen. You're going to be off the warrant this time. Technically, what the officer found can qualify as reckless, just so you know. He just told me. Because of the amount of traffic that is out there, is why it goes to reckless. Instead of just illegal, it goes straight to reckless because of the amount of traffic. And warrant today regarding driving. Seriously, fellas, just follow the slow cars to pass the ball.
Yeah, please do. And then we have other deputies out there by the coast too, so they may not be as nice.
Yeah,
Right.
and listen,
They not either.
I'll be honest, you got lucky that I don't like writing tickets because he wanted me to write you.
I ain't for real. Why he came over here and said, what's up? He should have kept riding by there.
I'm just letting you know. Look, he wanted me to write y'all. I'll be honest with you.
I'm so glad he got that drunk driver.
Okay, if he had stopped y'all, you would have tickets right now, or notice to
Bike would
appear.
have been told.
Yeah, you probably have notice to appears.
Damn. Well, I'm thankful. We all thankful.
So to be honest with you, because you get, I don't like renting tickets, and Williams doesn't like renting tickets, so you probably get the two least ticket riders out here right now.
Right.
For what you got. So count yourselves lucky, even though I know it's 10 times to stop by the cop.
Yeah.
But at least I told you why I stopped you.
You guys don't know how lucky you are that it was me who stopped you. The other guy would have already towed your bike. Me? I'm a good cop. That basically makes you indebted to me. What garbage. I feel like I'm watching a guy selling vacuum cleaners after he threw a wad of dirt on your living room floor.
Oops, a little dirt. Can your vacuum cleaner clean that up?
Yes.
Of course it can.
And he ain't done yet.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Okay, so I can't speak to Tallahassee and what they do up there. I can tell you down here. That's why I was like, he didn't tell you, because every deputy down here,
They're gonna tell you.
nine times out of 10, they're going to tell you unless they can't. There's an investigation. They're going to tell you this is why I'm out here. But as I said, y'all did. I will thank y'all for doing what I asked, stopping the bikes, turning them off, putting them over here. So that is why y'all did y'all cooperative. Y'all haven't given me any real issues. All right?
Yeah.
Y'all take it easy.
Gentlemen, I hope to see you on the other side, and do not let me catch you doing this again, because next time you will get tickets.
Yes, sir.
He just had to get in that last warning, didn't he? And this is why you always record the police. Have a body cam or have a dash cam rolling. It's their word against yours. I have no doubt that these cops lied about everything so that they could profile and conduct their fishing expedition on these guys. Help me overcome the censorship algorithms by leaving your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like this video, maybe you'll like some of my others. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. If you want to support the channel further, the links are in the description. Become a channel member today and grab a hard-hitting conversation-starting design that you can put on a shirt, hoodie, mug, cell phone case, wherever you want. Remember, the price of freedom is eternal vigilance. And indifference to this notion is the means by which the people have and will secure their own oppression. Freedom is truly dangerous, but the thing infinitely more dangerous is not having it. I'll see you in the next video.